What's going on, guys? It's Paul. Been a little while, probably about almost 2 weeks now since I did my last live stream, but things have been a little busy, so haven't been able really to get live. But I'm back now, here today, maybe tomorrow, who knows? All depends how busy things get. But yeah, thanks for stopping in. If you're watching this after the fact, thank you. I always appreciate you guys that watch these streams later on. So what's going on today? Not much, actually. I'm just going to talk and bullshit a little bit while I attempt to get some work done. Obviously going to be working my 8 to 5, not eBay like I would like, but it is what it is. What's up, Ed? How you doing? Glad to see you. Glad you could stop in. Boris and Natasha, what's up, guys? How you been? Haven't seen you guys around much lately. Lucky 7, what's up, buddy? How are you? But yeah, I mean, not much plan to talk about today. I'm going to go into a couple little topics, but mainly I just got to, get some hours. We've all been going live to try to get some hours lately, and that's what we'll be trying to do for the rest of this morning. But yeah, like I said, I haven't been on much lately. I mean, I've been watching some videos here and there and some lives, but what's up, Paul? HD stream. Is it actually showing up in HD? I mean, I've got the GoPro hooked up and set it up, but I don't know if StreamYard would actually show it since I'm not on their high plan. Yes, Boris, got to get them hours. Got to get those. But yeah, the last couple of weeks, work has just gotten crazy. I mean, I went through the last 2 years almost with COVID with barely any looks mint. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Yeah, without much work at my full-time job. So I've been able, sit here on YouTube with you guys, bullshit. And haven't had much to do at my regular job, just work here and there. Well, over the last month, all of a sudden thing has just hit the fan there. Every customer that I work with has wanted something done. So things have just gotten so busy. Like I've actually been out on the road probably 2, 3. Last week, I think I was on the road 4 out of the 5 days, which is unusual, but it's like it used to be, which I'm glad about. Things are getting back to normal a little bit, I guess. 720 is better than most streams out there. That is the truth. That is definitely the truth. And that's part of the reason why I'm using this GoPro camera, because the camera on my new laptop, it's only 720p, but I know when it goes to StreamYard and then go out, it's probably going to look like shit. Karen's at the beach. What's going on? How are you today? Baldy pal. What's up, Adam? How are you? We're all chasing pennies, aren't we, guys? Yes, we are. Can't wait to get to those 4,000 hours and earn about, 20 cents a video, because my views aren't like that. What's up, Marcus? How are you? Good to see you. So yeah, I just been on the road, haven't gotten to do as much as I wanted. I was hoping to get to 4,000 by the end of this year, by the end of December, and go live almost every day December, but obviously that didn't work out. We're still about 1,200 hours away from 4,000. Can I do that over the next 15 days? Possibly. Probably won't have any videos hit because I just don't have much going on with those right now. No garage sales or any footage to do. But I will be trying to get some more lives in. Bartermania, what's up? You vultured Rashad Penny from my waiver wire. Yes, I did. I'm in a fantasy football league with Bartermania. It's one of Bobby Cap Guys' leagues, and my running backs have just been banged up. I've got a sweet set of running backs. I got Aaron Jones, Joe Mixon, and Nick Chubb. But everybody's been getting hurt on and off, COVID, bye weeks. And then now that everybody's back, I've got some guys struggling. So I saw Rashad Penny out there and saw he's getting most of the touches in Seattle and figured I'd go scoop him up. And I'm in second place. Barter's in first. So I've got him beat on the waiver wire a little bit. So I also had to play a little blocking maneuver there. Yeah. Got to do what you got to do. I mean, Paul's doing a 24-hour live. I'm not going to do a 24-hour live, but there are going to be some longer lives coming. I'm not sure if I'm going to go that route, but I'm on vacation from my full-time job from December 23rd to January 2nd. So I won't go back to work till January 3rd. The kids are going to be spending half of their vacation from school at their father's house. So during that time, I will probably be going live a lot more often and probably longer lives as well. Yes, Travis, I got the ornament as well. Thank you so much. It's actually sitting right next to me. I haven't put it on the tree yet. Thank you so much for that. My wife was kind of jealous, actually. She's like, wait, where'd you get an ornament from? How'd you get an ornament in the mail? But thank you for that, man. I do appreciate that. Raz, what's going on? 3 to 4 weeks still? Man, I feel so bad for you, man. You need to get home. Just need walking and stair work. Well, good luck, man. Hopefully it is soon because you need to get out of that hospital bed. No idea what you're talking about when speaking sports. I know, Ed. I know. I like talking about sports more, especially with these lives. Videos, I'm definitely not going to talk sports in the pre-records. I don't think people would really want that from me. If I decide to talk sports more in the pre-records, I will start another channel, but I don't know if I want to go start another channel. Awesome. You got this. Continued prayers. Yes. Just go live and leave it running all day. People watched my chair for 20 minutes on Saturday. Wow. Yeah, that's true. You could just go pop in, keep saying stuff occasionally. People are most likely watching these while they work. So they just got it on in the background. If it's quiet, you're working, so you don't really notice what's going on. Because I know if I'm working and I'm listening to anybody's live, I miss half the live just because I zone out. Big brother at the auction. How are you? How's your morning going so far? Hi, everyone. I too plan to take the last 2 weeks off here, 8 to 5. That's awesome. It'll be a nice break. It will. I didn't even realize I still had vacation left. This year I picked up a second week because I'm now with this company for 5 years. And I've had like 3 weeks off already this year just because we get a week of personal and a week of vacation. I carried over all of my personal time from 2020. I figured with COVID, if I had anything I needed to do, I just went and did it since I'm working from home. And I knew I needed those hours for the wedding this summer. So I carried over last year's week. So I've had 3 weeks this year already. And I took off last week for something with my son and noticed, I was like, wait, I still got 32 vacation hours. Those don't carry over. So I'm like, I got to use these. So I put in for the time and my boss didn't carry, put it in for me. So that's awesome. So it'll be a nice break from the 23rd to the 2nd. My wife is off of her job for that same time frame. And the kids are obviously off of school. What GoPro models do you have? I can't get my 7 to connect to PC as webcam. I've got the 9. From what I was reading, this option's only 8, 9, and 10. I could be wrong on that. Marcus, I did see your question earlier. There's actually, if you go to GoPro's website and just, you could even Google it using GoPro as a webcam. There's a software you have to download onto your computer. Once you install that, you plug your GoPro in. There's just a setting. Like I know when I transfer my videos to the laptop, I use the MTP setting. You would actually go to the Go Connect, I think it's called, if you want to use it as a webcam. And then if you've got the software installed on your computer, it just picks it up and then boom, you're able to use your GoPro as your webcam. It's something I wanted to do on my work laptop all this time, but I'm not allowed to install any software. So now that I got a personal one, I use that. Got the 9 and have no clue. Yeah, Marcus, just Google it. That's legit. That's what I did. I just Googled it and just followed some instructions that came up from GoPro's website, and things working pretty good. Abel's Treasure, how are you, man? Things are going good. Thanks for stopping in. Sneaky, what are you talking about, Sneaky? Jen, how are you? Yeah, I popped out of Johnny's chat and was like, I need to go live. I need to get some of my own hours. And, you know, with the boys on later, Joe, Mike, and Dan, I figured I had to go live earlier because I don't like going live when they're on. I just enjoy watching that show too much. 270 hours of vacation? I mean, wow, that's a lot. Probably going to be using vacation next year for reselling pensions events. That's awesome. Now, Ed, are you able to carry your vacation over every year? My company, you're only allowed to carry your personal time and only up to 5 days. Yeah, the front facing screen, I absolutely love it, especially when you're out videoing and you're doing the self mode. You can actually see what you're looking at instead of going back later and saying, oh, fuck, I didn't even have myself in the picture. Favorite high bid auction got released today, so watching you and doing my pre-bidding. Oh, yeah, I haven't been on high bid yet today. I been waiting for the place in Lansdale. They just had an auction and like 3-4 days ago. Usually they start one usually within a couple of days of the last one ending, and they're normally a lot of sports cards, video games, toys, and comics, and that's what I'm going to test out on high bid. I found one that's doing a ton of sports cards. They're out by Gilbertsville, but the pickup is on Monday, and I am swamped for work on Monday, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do that high bid. The place in Gilbertville is only about 45 minutes from me, which isn't that bad. Making me think now, Paul. I'm having to go look. Yeah. My place in Lansdale is still not there. Hoping they put one up soon, because I definitely want to play around with this high bid more and see what's out there with the auctions, but stay with more stuff I know. And sports cards, I know those. So whereas I'm going to stall a little bit due to a surgeon's follow-up on the 38th, I expect to walk in. That's awesome. I hope you walk in. Yeah, Jen, I got off a work call this morning at 10 a.m. and I was just like, I'm not going to hear from this guy again for quite a few hours because he gave me a bunch of work to do and then follow up with him later in the day. So I figured I'd go live and do it. Hopefully I actually do it. You're right. Can't find any GoPro 7 how-tos. What's going on, Shay? How are you? You got a big show tonight with Dom. That's pretty awesome. Everybody's saying hi. We got, hey, Lisa, how are you? Glad you could stop in. Good to see you. Your chair is pretty interesting. It is? What? Or are you talking about the other Paul? Tell you, I can't wait to go later on into Dan's and just mess with him about his chair. That thing is always sinking pretty low. Everybody's still saying hi. Do you have issues with GoPro changing settings in the middle of a stream? And that happened yesterday. Narrow to wide mode sucked. I have not had that problem yet. I have heard of issues before with the GoPro. I've seen some people actually say that theirs actually cuts off at midstream if it's too hot, if it gets hot. So luckily I haven't had any issues yet. And I normally don't go for longer than 1 hour, 45 to 2 hours. So I haven't had the issues with the overheating either, but I'm sure now that I'm talking about it, I'll probably have some issue come up soon. Double T's Treasures, how are you? Good to see you. Glad you could stop in. Ed, I am, but I'm already at the max. I cash out a week, and by the time next year comes, I'll be at the max again. 11 years. Oh, wow. That's awesome that you can carry it over. I wish I could. I mean, before I started dating my current wife, like I never used time. I just went in and just did whatever after work because I didn't go anywhere. I didn't do anything. It was just work and head to the bar. So I never bothered using my time. No doubt. Love the fun freezing screen just for that very reason. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. 14 watching. Smash that like button, guys. Appreciate it if you do. Want to try out the GoPro for the live stream too? Yeah, the picture quality for me has been so much better. I have this webcam that I used to use, and it says 1080p, but the quality I'm getting from my GoPro is so much better than that. I mean, this is a little cheap $14 thing from Amazon, so I would expect the GoPro to be better quality. Remember a couple of weeks ago on a coffee talk, John was talking about GoPros and don't use them for live streams, use other cameras. But For those of us that are just doing this for fun here or there, the GoPro works pretty good. So I'm not rushing out to buy a new camera to go do a GoPro, like a live stream yet, unless I decided to start, streaming as much as Philly Flipper over here. Oh, the Potsdam one. Okay. Yeah, I have mine just set. When I look at high bid, I just go 25 miles out. I'm lazy, but I'm also part-time with a ton of other shit going on. If I was full-time like you, I'd probably be searching 100 miles and just going wherever the good stuff is. I'll setback with lower hip pain. Oh, man. Is there an auction or flea market there? There is a current high bid auction, Jen. And the place where you could pick everything up is probably about 5 minutes from Gilbertsville. I forget the name. I think it might have been Boyertown, maybe. I don't know. But it's right up there by Gilbertsville. I just know it because Gilbertsville is just really close, and one of my best friends lives there. Smash that like button. If you blow your nose, I'll blow my nose, and it won't matter because, see, my wife is sick. So I've been starting to get a little sniffly. Hopefully I am not getting sick, but it's just a cold that she has. She was a teacher's aide at a preschool, so she sees those every bug you can find. What's going on, Roman? Just buy a new camera. Don't be cheap. I have spent too much money recently on new toys. I have gotten a new thermal printer lately. I've gotten this $1,000 laptop. I feel like I also just bought something else. So for the rest of this year, I am done buying new toys, but those should be nice little write-offs, and I should owe close to nothing on my reselling just because I don't make a ton doing part-time like I do. So we'll see. Ed got the Logitech C9 22X Pro Stream. Seems to be good, but focusing could be better. Okay. Yeah, that's the problem with this little guy. It's a manual focus. So just the slightest bit just throws it all off, the slightest turn. And then you're sitting there for 2 more hours trying to get it back into the correct focus just because it's so sensitive. My grandparents used to take us to Gilbertsville when we were kids. Just don't remember why or where. It's funny the random things we remember from our childhood. Never anything specific, just little bits and pieces. You got a thermal printer. What did you get? Yeah, about a month and a half ago, I got a Rollo. I wish I waited. Everything I kept reading was that, Rollo is going to be coming out with a Bluetooth compatible one sometime soon, but there was no date on it. And probably about 2 weeks after I bought mine, they came out with the Bluetooth one. But I'm very happy with mine. It's hooked up to the desktop out in the family room. And whenever I'm ready to do my shipping, I just pop out there and just type everything in and let it run. Laptop is next on your list. Shay, I am so happy I upgraded. I was not really in the market to upgrade mine, but at Black Friday, I was looking through ads. Kay, Passport and Pizza Pies, she was talking about the new laptop she had just got, and Best Buy had some ridiculous deals. So I started looking, and I saw they had a Samsung 2-in-1 15-inch laptop, and it was $500 off. And I never even knew Samsung was making laptops, so I started looking into it. And it's actually a Galaxy model that connects with any other Galaxy device. So I went into the store and looked at it, and yeah, it was a $1,500 laptop for $1,000, and this thing just runs so good. I've never had programs run this quickly and so efficiently. It's pretty awesome. So that was actually a great purchase. And the nice thing is I can leave this phone anywhere in the house. And as long as that's connected to the Wi-Fi, my laptop will be connected to it. And I can respond to any texts, notifications on here. And if I want to open an app on my phone, I can open it up on my laptop by just putting in my phone's password. So that's been pretty cool. Do you wireless go live off of the GoPro, or is it hardwired? Mine's wired. I haven't even tried the wireless. To me, if I'm live streaming, I want to be completely wired. I've done live streaming wirelessly, and I just don't think the quality you get is the same as when you're wired. And you get a lot of more hiccups, I feel. Like there's a lot more, just the occasional buffering and stuttering, where I've got my laptop plugged in with the Ethernet cord, and now I've got the GoPro hardwired in. So I've, as far as I know, never had an issue with any of my streams since I've started using everything wired. Awesome. Look, that the thermal printer, total game changer. Everybody says it. Always go. Yeah, sure. When I get the time, I'll get one. I love it. I wish I had done it sooner. When on the days when I do have 8 to 10 packages, I just hit that print button, and it's done in like this time my printer would take to print up 2 labels. And then it's just literally just on a box, and it's good. 715 lots. I just pre-bid on over 200 of them. Wow. Oh, that's crazy. Now, how do you do it on Hybid? I see you just said you do 200 pre-bids. Is there any reason why you do? Do you just want to think it might scare some people off that there's already a bidder on it? Like, that's one of the things I was thinking about with Hybid. Do I want to make early bid, like just a base early bid, just to make people think there's somebody hot after it and it might go high? Or do I want to wait to the end and snipe, or do a combination of both? Just put out that initial bid and then not do anything else till the end to see how high it got. I'm going to test out a couple of these high bids and just kind of see how it is. Do some testing, basically. I not having much interest lately in going to any of these thrift stores. The last couple of times I've gone to some, they've just been overpriced, overpicked, and I just don't know if there's money there, but it's going to take a lot more work. And with the amount of time I have, I just don't have the time to spend in thrift stores and really look and research things. I guess I should probably expand what I look at too when I go out, if I'm going to do thrift stores. I need to get back to work. Thanks a lot, Boris. I appreciate you stopping in, man. We got to catch up. I'm hooking up my desktop directly to the modem. This live streaming wireless is just asking for problems on my end. It really is. My first couple, I did it wirelessly, and I know I had buffering issues at times. And also, I feel the quality just gets dumbed down a little bit when you go wirelessly. And it's just, it's just data transfer. It's just not all communicating back and forth. So I've got my laptop plugged right into the router downstairs, got a nice 100-foot long cable. And thankfully, nobody's tripped across it yet. I bulk print also. Yeah, I get everything together and I just go into the computer and type the weights and hit print and let it all go at once. I'm not going back and forth and spending all that time doing that. Glamorous Closet, what's going on? How are you? Working and lurking. It was fun seeing you online this morning. That was a nice group. Get a thermal printer, you'll never want to go back. That's true. I never want to go back to printing any labels. Only ones I print right now are for sports cards with the standard envelope label. And that's just because I'm just sending them in regular envelopes. I'm about to order a bunch of the little bit thicker cardboard standard envelopes from eBay. And when I get those, I'll just be using the 4x6 label on that too. Lucky 7, you do one initial bid and snipe in the end. All right. Okay, it's just how you put it on your watch list. You pre-bid on everything you want. Wow, okay. All right, I've noticed that because there's some I can see like the first day of the auction hit, and I'll see like all of a sudden there's every like sports lot will already have a bid. And I'm like, wow, that's a lot of bids already. This just went live, but that makes sense to put it in your watch list. Then you could just go there and follow along instead of going through those catalogs. I hate on some of those catalogs when the people don't have, categories mentioned, because then you're literally having to go through every page. Like, I'd rather just see the category and go to the categories I want. Rescue and Resale, how you guys doing this morning? Thanks for stopping in. No Money G, what's going on, bud? How are you? Good to see you. Tim, what's up, buddy? Good to watch you guys last night for a little bit. Now that football slowed down, we always used to practice on Tuesday nights, so it was impossible to watch you on Authentic. But now that I'm home on Tuesdays, able to pop in for a little bit. Always fun to hear you guys talk football. I tell you, I love listening to Authentic because he is one of the few kind of down to earth and realistic Giant fans on YouTube and talk radio. I mean, I live in Philly, so Paul, you know it as well. Like, most of the ones that talk radio and YouTube, they're crazy. It's just nuts. They're not realistic about anything. But listening to Authentic, he's real. Like, if they're doing something horrible, he's going to be honest. If it's good, he's going to be honest. And he'll see both sides of the picture, which a lot of fans don't. And that's how I am as a fan. I see both sides, the good and bad. And I loved when he was talking about free Mike Glennon. Like, see how he does in the offense and see if it's Daniel Jones or if it's the offense or a combination of the two. Like, I loved when he said that, because that's what the Giants needed right now to really finish their evaluation on Daniel Jones. I know I probably just lost some of y'all with that sports talk right there. But yeah, if you guys are into football, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, check out Tim and Authentic when they talk football. It's just a great show. Roman, you'd probably love it. Paul, turn on the TV in your room and put Sports Center on. Am I boring you that much, Roman? You already want something else on the screen? What up, Derek? How are you? How's your morning going, bud? Appreciate it. Yeah, man, no problem. You guys put on a great show, truly. I even enjoy watching Authentic on Mondays with his giant overreactions. Watching the chat and that, hilarious. Pump your own gas. Talking to me? Here in PA, we're allowed to pump our own gas. Authentic lives up to his name. It's true. Very true. Part-time hustle. What's up, man? How are you? Go Rams. Yeah, the Rams looked good this week. I actually took them in that game against Arizona. It helped me gain some points in my confidence pool. Confidence pool, if y'all don't know what that is, it's not your normal, pick 'em pools that you see for the week. This is a year long. You rank everybody from 16 down to 1 and who you're most confident is going to win. So if there's 16 games, the game you're most confident is your 16. The game you're least confident in is your 1. And you just go down like that. We got a weekly winner, and then we have a season total that keeps racking up. And there was a stretch earlier in the year where I was just horrible. I just had 1 week where I only got like 3 right. It was weird. Been a weird year for me. But this week I took the Rams and the Browns, and that helped me big time because I only had 2 losses this week. I lost the week, but I jumped from like 20th place up to 14th place and gained like 10 points on the 4th place person in the money. So Rams helped me out for sure. I know you love football, Roman. I know you do. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And Jen, with that link to Authentic in the Beard. Where the Giants playing, they need to reevaluate that. They do. In my opinion, it's still a lot of it comes down to that offensive line. On the offensive side, the offensive line and the play calling. Like, they just gotta. I just don't like the offense. Like, it just doesn't use their skill players the right way. And the defense, I don't understand that defense. It should be better than it is, but I guess that's what happens when you don't have a pass rush. Raz is a hockey guy. Giants will be good someday. They will eventually get Gettleman out of there, and we'll start working that way. Go Colts. Yeah, they've been all right this year, and I know Eagles fans are loving them, keeping Carson Wentz on the field like that. OBJ looking good on the Rams, Derek. Yeah, OBJ is surprising me with the Rams. He went in there to prove some people wrong, and He's doing it. He's trying to prove he's not the issue. And he went into an offense where he's not going to be the top guy. So he can't go crying there for the ball like he did elsewhere. And you know what? He's gone over there, played his role, and he is balling out right now. Eagles will stampede the Giants this weekend. Roman, the Giants don't play the Eagles this weekend. Pretty sure it's Eagles Redskins this weekend. Now, Giants and Eagles, they play next weekend after Christmas. I know because my wife wanted me to buy tickets to that, but I don't do cold weather football games. I love football, but not the cold. Oh, yeah. Yes, OBJ needed that for sure. Oh, wow. I actually caught up. All right. Oh. But yeah, she went. My wife, she's never been to a football game before, professional one. So definitely not an Eagles game or any game of that matter. And she really wants to go to one. And she saw that the Giants Eagles, they play every year. And I've told her, you're most likely only going to get me to an Eagles game if they're playing my Giants. And yeah, a game in December 26th, that's not going to happen for me. Unless it winds up one of those freak years where it's like 60, 70 degrees on that day. And then I might try to get some tickets that morning. But that's probably not going to happen. Last time I went to a Giants-Eagles game was a couple years ago, the year the Eagles actually went to the Super Bowl and won. I give them credit for that. It was second week of the year, Eagle home opener. It was like 90 degrees. My boy, he has season tickets, and he instantly was like, Paul, the game is in September this year. You have no excuse not to go to that game. So we did, and I'm glad I did because that game was freaking amazing. That was the game where Jake Elliott hit that 62-yarder with time expiring to win it. Like, that was an awesome game to watch. It really was. Gonna stampede Tim's Redskins this weekend. Just think about that, Tim. Roman, now you're just talking crazy because the Jets, for how bad the Giants are, the Jets are even worse. The Jets are just horrendous. Like, the Saints are bad right now, and the Saints still had no problem with them. Like, the Jets are just a joke. Like, and I don't even know. I'm surprised. Like, I like Zach Wilson, but I don't think any quarterback is ever going to succeed again in New York with the Jets. Like, that team as a whole is just dysfunctional. They make the Giants look functional, which is bad. Regina, Derek, where's tonight's link? Oh, yeah, guys, if you're not doing anything tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, you want to check out Derek and Regina. They got Little Jerome on the show, and that is just going to be a great show. They're going to catch up with him and see how life's been with him since his days as a child to now in the music industry. Like, that's going to be a pretty cool show. I can't wait to see that. Tim plays QB for Washington this weekend. They are beating the Eagles. Yeah, it's possible. What's up, Chris? Flip the world. How are you, man? Appreciate you stopping in. 5 high school teams that could beat the Texans. I'm sure, man. Some of those high school teams in Texas, man. Texas is no joke in youth football. No joke at all. What's up, Amber? How are you? Glad you could stop in. The Jets may be a joke, but at least they're not the Lions. Yeah, that's true too. It is amazing how many bad, just like really bad teams there are in football this year. Truthfully, like, there's just so many bad teams. We were talking about this at work the other day because I had to stop in the office, and you've got Tampa Bay, you've got LA, you've got a couple teams that stand out, but nobody truly is like, wow, they're so much better than everybody. Like, there's just this parity in the middle. Look at the AFC wildcard standings, 7-6 down to 6-7. There's just a ton of them. But then you've got this like group of like 5 or 6 teams on the bottom, like, that are just absolute trash. Normally you have 2 or 3 teams, but this year it's a bunch of them. Like, it's just, Lions are improving. I don't know about that, Roman, but they've looked a little bit better recently. I don't know if it's improving or just people are dumbing their play down to their level. Everybody just expecting a cakewalk and just going in there and just letting them hang around. But yeah, I don't know about improving much. I'm a little disappointed in DeAndre Swift. I had some big hopes for him in fantasy this year, and he's kind of let me down. Matt Stafford's been exactly what you figured from it. Not Matt Stafford. Jared Goff has been exactly what you expected over there. There's not much there he could work with. But yeah, I don't know. The Detroit Lions, they do make Jacksonville look good, which is crazy. It tells you how bad a lot of these teams are. Nobody's talking about Jacksonville this year and how bad they are. All everybody wants to talk about with them is Urban Meyer and all his nonsense. Be interesting to see if Jacksonville does keep him or not. All right. Let me pull up my work so I do get some of that done today. We got a presentation Monday with a customer. I've got presentations Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. What a way to go into vacation and on a short holiday week. Like just nonstop. Urban is a moron. Yeah. And that's putting it nicely, Derek. Like for real, that's putting it nicely. Guy just, he does one thing, gets his ass handed to him for it, and then goes and does something else. Like the guy just never stops. Like he's just a jackass. What's up, Q? What's going on, buddy? How are you? You get that garage cleaned up a little bit yet? Link to just make sure you're also subscribed to Derek. Yeah, definitely make sure you're checking Derek out. He's been promoting this thing hard on Instagram the last week, and I don't blame him because that's a big show. We've been talking about it for a couple of weeks. I can't wait to see that tonight. Yes. You guys, I need watch hours too, but so does Amber, Our Country Sales. They definitely need some. So check them out. Run a playlist if you got one, and help them out. It amazes me that they're not already at 4K. But yeah, I don't know if some hours fell off with them or what, but definitely help them out. Q, you're still working on it. Q, I think you're going to be working on that garage forever. I don't know about... there you go. Derek's got it. I was going to go take a look myself and see if I could find it. But yeah, there you go. Derek's show tonight with Regina Michelle. You definitely don't want to miss that. That is definitely going to be some entertainment right there. Wednesday nights, that's normally time with the wife where we watch shows, but there's no Chicago shows tonight. They're on reruns, so probably have a little time to myself and be able to check that out for more than 15, 20 minutes like I normally get. She'll probably be out in the garage working on her crafts. She's still trying to get some items sold for Christmas. She's been making a bunch of ornaments and little Christmas knickknack type things that, you know, all those moms want to buy for their little gifts. I don't know why I can't find it. I don't know, Jen. I don't know. Can't help you. It's weird how sometimes some stuff shows for some people on YouTube, but not others. It's just crazy. Hold on. What is this dog doing? What are you doing? You're going all crazy behind me, rolling around in the bed, making noises. He usually lays down on the bed behind me while I work. Come on. What do you want? I see the tail. Oh, you just want to get out? All right. Nobody's home. It's just us. He must have heard an Amazon truck or something down the street. It's amazing. We could be down here in his room, doors shut, and if an Amazon, FedEx, or UPS truck is around the corner, he'll jump out of bed and want to go upstairs singing A at the house. Way too often. It does, Derek. It definitely does. Dark County Picker, what's going on? Jimmy, how are you? Y'all do a certain color this year for Christmas, Paul? What do you mean a certain color? Certain color for what? I'm not sure what you're talking about. What's up, KT Treasures? How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. You're driving. Okay. I've been doing that a lot lately when I've been on my work calls and I have to go out and see somebody. I'll throw somebody's live stream on and usually just sit in the background and listen. It's better than hearing the same 5 songs on the radio, because even on XM radio, you get the 5 songs, the 5 same songs on whatever station you listen to. Lights and tree. I'm not, to be honest, I don't even know what color's on the tree. She set that up with the kids, and I kind of just sat back and watched. I'm not a huge Christmas guy. I kind of chalk that up to the almost 20 years of being single after high school. So I kind of, holidays are still something new to me. We've been together 4 years now. Starting to get into them a little more, but it's just not something that I'm like, oh my God, we got to decorate. What's this? I honestly don't even know what color's on our tree. I think it's like, I think she got like the mild white lights. I think it is. I think. I don't know. What's going on, Mo? Thanks for showing up, buddy. Just saw you shared this. I appreciate it. Guessing you're just getting up and getting your day started. Jennifer did red, green, silver, and white. Oh, wow. That's a lot of lights. My house has 1 tree in the rec room next to me. Got 1 tree upstairs in the living room. Got a bunch of little trees around the house. I see you, Derek. You slipping, man. I know. I guess that's just what happened, living away from my parents, like 3 hours away. Being single for like 20 years, like the holidays just don't, I guess they just wound up not meaning as much to me because, I was on my own. So it's just a matter of trying to get back into them and get those spirits and going again inside of me, like, when you were younger. But slowly, and we got a little fake tree over here in the bedroom in the corner. That is actually the tree my wife bought like a week after we started dating for my apartment, because she hated that I had no Christmas decorations at my apartment. So even though we just started a week before, she went out and bought a little mini like tabletop Christmas tree for my apartment and decorated my apartment at that time. Our tree is green. They're lucky I put anything up at all around here. These damn bad kids of mine. We actually also got a tree outside this year. My brother-in-law, he has a tree yard. So he sells trees every time, all the season. The boys, they'll go up to the tree yard on the weekend and help. They'll work. And my wife spent a day up there selling some of that Christmas stuff she's been making. And they had a dead tree where the back of it was kind of dead and the front was fine. And they were just going to throw it out. And she brought it home. We have a rock garden on the side of the house. And what she did, she put it in the middle of the rock garden as like another decoration. So we've got a real Christmas tree out back. And I know she put lights on that as well. On that, see, Derek, I remember on that tree, she put red lights on that one. And it died on the first night. We had this nasty storm come through. I looked out the window. The tree was literally like this, flying back and forth. And it wasn't an outdoor extension cord that you used. So some water got in there and just killed the lights. So now the lights are off. But the first night, it was red. Did you see the new video, Our Country Sales Full Song? I'm trying to get her to do a remix 2022 anthem. I want to be in it. I saw that came out. I had that up in my watch later. I've been popping so many videos in there lately. I think I'm up to like 80 videos now on my watch later. I need to spend a day where I'm just not watching any lives and just catch up on that. Because some of the videos there are from like December 6th, December 7th. But yeah, I got all you guys in there. I just got to get the time to watch it. Trying to watch a couple now as soon as I see the notification, just to, stay there, stay up to date and support you guys as well. So I always appreciate all the support I get from you guys. My dumb boyfriend has a Halloween light thing shining on the outside of the house. Oh, you still got Halloween up, Jennifer? That's crazy. Roman. Steven, a reseller. How you doing, man? Glad to see you. Glad you could stop in. Uh-oh. Mo is getting close to 1K? What? Get out of here. Mo ain't getting close to 1K. Oh, shit. 968, Mo? When did that happen? Yeah, we got to get Mo to 1K. Mo, do you still have like 25,000 something hours from when you and Leroy were doing all those lives? Dude, I'm happy for you. You know, for a while, you were in that like 600 to 700 range, just stagnant for a long time. I'm happy for you, man. I see you had a couple of shorts that blew up. All right, pretty cool. All right, yeah, guys, if you're not subbed to Mo, go check his channel out. Mo's a really good guy, and he's got a good live every week with Leroy on Thursday nights. What's up, Julian? How are you? Glad you could stop in. Oh, wait, it's not a holiday. He thinks it's a Christmas light? Oh. That's kind of funny, Jennifer. That definitely is. Mo will celebrate soon with the bottle of champagne. Last time Mo celebrated anything, it was his birthday, and we didn't see Mo on YouTube for a couple of days after with him in recovery. I'm going to need to keep some alcohol away from Mo when he hits that 1,000. Yeah, Mo, are you still there on your hours where once you get to this 1,000, you could just apply for monetization? 5 years on YouTube in May. Okay. Yeah, I am actually, today is, I think, 365 for me. Because I started last December. Let me take a look. Yeah, today's 365. My first video came out December 16th of 2020. So tomorrow will officially be the 1 year anniversary. So that's pretty cool. Guess I got to kind of do a little 1 year video talking about some what I've learned and what I've done, you know, all that type of stuff. Little year in review type thing for tomorrow. Guess I just gave myself some work for tonight. But yeah, tomorrow is 1 year. I see Jen having to get to work, getting hit by some of those bots. Thank you, Roman. Told me he had a headache Monday morning. Haven't seen him since. Yeah, I can't believe it's been 1 year on YouTube already. When I started this, I just, I was just starting for fun. I didn't think it would really go anywhere, but I thought I'd do some of the, reselling videos and show my journey, show my mistakes and some successes, and just have some fun with it. And it's must have gone okay because I'm still here a year later. Didn't know if I would stick with it or not. And I'm sitting here now, like trying to figure out where I want to go with the channel. And we've talked about this the last couple of lives. I enjoy doing the resale stuff, but with my schedule, how much reselling am I actually able to do? How much sourcing am I able to do? Am I able to put out enough content with the lack of sourcing that I do? Because my best performing videos have been sourcing videos, especially with that garage sale season. So I don't know. We'll see. I've thought about pivoting a little bit to sports, but I just don't know about that either. I've done that before with sports websites, and to keep up in that, it's a lot of work. I had a sports blog for about 3 years, made some money on it, got pretty popular. It was featured on ESPN, Yahoo Sports, Fox Sports a few times, but keeping up with that stuff in sports, sports is daily grind, and if you really want to stay relevant, you got to get on a lot of the stuff. To your channel, do what the hell you want. Yeah, Derek, I know. Main thing with me really is time. I want it to grow. I don't know where I want it to grow to, but just finding the time to do everything. Watch this later to get rid of this damn bot. All right, hold on. Let me save that. That's actually the first time I've seen this bot in a while. Like, I actually haven't had it in my last couple one. Let me save it. All right, I'll check that out later, Jen. Thank you. Sports is boring to me, but I'd still support you. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just all over the place. I just don't know. I mean, yeah, how things have been lately, we all get that YouTube burnout, and after a year of doing this now, it's definitely that time. Roman, you just need to do a live with Stephen A. Smith. He will teach you how to do it properly. Dude, let's not even talk about Stephen A. Smith. Oh my God, that dude. Give him credit, man. He's made his money. He started as a newspaper dude in Philly, and now he's the king of ESPN. Preach me about time. Yeah, you definitely do, Derek. You do. And I got basketball started last week. So I am all the kids wanted me to coach their team. So I'm coaching 3 basketball teams this year. Thankfully, unlike football and baseball, they are not travel. It's all just a local intramural rec league at the local Boys and Girls Club. So all our practices and games are at 2 schools right down the street. So that's good. Backlash Fisherman, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate that. You do. And the passion comes out, and your videos get better when you're doing what you love. And while I do love reselling, is the love there like it is for sports? Definitely not. Time is definitely an issue, that's for sure. I have lots of time. I needed a list or something. But Jen, what is everybody going to do without you there modding for him? Yeah. Oh yeah. Everything he predicts doesn't happen. He just talks. I'm doing well. Thank you. Appreciate it. Jennifer, you're beautiful. Love your profile picture. Love to get some footage of you on the sidelines. Derek, it's probably not much different than what you see now. I am actually pretty calm. I do yell a little bit more in the games. During football, I was calm as can be because I had a crazy assistant coach who he did all the yelling for me. So the kids knew if I yelled, they were doing something wrong or they were not paying attention. But you know what? That's not a bad idea. Maybe one of the games I'll set up the GoPro in the gym and just have it like angled towards that and then take some of that footage and put it in a video. Great idea, Derek. Hopefully you're not going to be like Leroy now and charge me like 10% for the idea. That's what the makeup. Everyone is beautiful with makeup. Oh no, Jen, there's still some ugly people with makeup on too. So let's not say everyone. I go fishing regardless. I might as well film and share my catches. You know what? It's a great way to look at it. Throw in some Capri Suns. Nice ball. Throw in some Capri Suns at them. I like fishing videos. I'll tell you what, I watch some of those. I put you guys on sometimes in the morning. If there's nothing else on and just listen. I don't chat much in the lives when those are going on. But it's definitely calming and relaxing, and you're not even out there fishing, but just hearing it and hearing the guys talk. It's not a bad start to the day sometimes. I already sent out the contract. Damn. I'm going to have to talk with Leroy. He got everybody charging 10% now. Man, that'd be entertaining. Bobby Knight was a great coach. Yeah, he was a good coach. He was crazy, but he was a good coach. Sometimes crazy is not a bad thing. Sometimes it is. But yeah, when it comes to coaching, I'm still pretty mild-mannered. I know there was one practice when I started going off on the kids in football, and the parents were like, whoa. This was because it was end of the year, and I was just tired of them not paying attention. They're like, coach is yelling. And it's not Rico, it's Paul. Like, they were shocked. They didn't know I could yell that loud and get that loud. You got to pull it out of me. I watch a bunch of different stuff besides reselling on YouTube. So do I, Jen. I'm trying to mix it up, especially lately. A lot of the resale content, we know it's the same stuff. The lives, it's for the most part the same stuff. Oh, and I see that just cut out. Huh. That was weird. On StreamYard, I saw the screen go black a couple times. I thought I was losing my feed. But watching the replay, it doesn't look like it happened there. That was weird. Oh, wait. Oh, Roman said it. I froze a little. Yeah, it's weird. Now it's telling me I have no internet when I look at my internet. That's interesting because I still see it going on YouTube. So I must have some internet. UNC is Mitch and Coach Roy. That's for sure. They definitely are. And after this year, Duke will miss Coach K. Yo, seeing Duke without Coach K is going to be strange. That's going to be really strange because almost my entire life of watching college basketball, Coach K has been on that sideline. Let's see, he's 74. He's been coaching Duke since 1980. 1980, he's been coaching Duke. I was born in 79. So, yeah, he's basically been coaching Duke my entire life. I didn't really start watching college basketball probably till the early 90s. Yeah, probably 92, 93. At least that's when I remember some of college basketball. So it's going to be different seeing someone else on that sideline at Duke. Yeah, I can't believe he's been coaching since 1980 there. That's crazy. 81. Okay, wow, yeah. Chen's still sharing links. Yeah, wow. I knew he was getting up there in age, but wow. I could see why he's retiring 74. Only thing I don't want is to see him go out on top. Like you, Coach K, respect you. You did a lot for college basketball and you coached a lot of great players. But I don't want to see you guys win another championship. Not at all. I've always hated Duke. I'll respect them, but I hated Duke. I'm a UConn fan. I got to hate Duke. But they got a good team this year. They definitely got a chance. Yeah, they're going to be all right. Especially, I don't know who they're looking at. Did they even hire another new coach? I know some of these organizations, they hire the assistants to follow them and just have just successor lined up. That way the recruiting doesn't take a hit. But yeah, it's going to be different there. They might take a little step back in the beginning, but they're going to be fine. Yes, I know you do. Yeah, it'll hurt both some. They're going to be fine. Even UConn, I mean, they were hurt for a while with Kevin Ollie. He came out. They won the championship the first year. Then they took a step back for multiple reasons. Now they got Danny Hurley in there, and he's bringing them back. It's just you're going to have a little bit of growing pains after an organization goes through a change like that. I don't think they'll fall off on the level UConn did. They just get too much talent. Their names are so much bigger even than UConn's name, and kids are always going to want to go there. Backlash is an NC State fan. Oh, okay. That's a nice little rivalry there too, NC State and UNC. That's for sure. All right. Oh, guess I should probably go in and start doing some of this work. So if I get quiet at times, it's because I'm looking at the work computer screen. I've actually got right here 2 screens for work on my work laptop, and then I got the personal laptop here on the side. Man, watching that, it's all shaky. I feel like it's like Jake walking around in his basement doing his work. Definitely not going to do that again. Backlash. Okay, you live over by ECU. All right. It's not a bad little program there either. All right. What's going on, Jen? How are you? You just waking up? Were you up all night watching Tommy and Tracy? Tell you, I had a lot of fun watching you with Jeff and John. Those two blush so much when you start making jokes. It's hilarious. Good morning. When you had them talking about, what was it they were talking about with the toilet? Oh, seepage. That was hilarious. Seepage. That was a funny conversation. Yeah, Jen was on fire yesterday, Roman. You are not lying about that. She definitely was. Yes. Telling you, I like watching Coffee Talk and Jay Smith. They talk a lot about technology, different cameras, different microphones, things like that. Like I'm not really in the market for many changes with that stuff, but it's still just good to hear. It's good to hear people who spend a lot of time in that technology industry talk about the changes, talk about different equipment. And even if you don't know much about it, when that time comes, you do have a little bit of knowledge in the back of your head, like, oh, I remember so and so was talking about this, or so and so talked about this. It's happened a lot for me. Backlash Fisherman, glad I caught you live. I'll be back. All right, man. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said earlier in the show, I'm going to be trying to jump on more often the next 2 weeks. I've been saying it for the last 3 weeks, and then life just keeps getting in the way. But yeah, I will be trying to pop on more often. Got to get those hours, chasing them YouTube pennies. Good thing is my first payout shouldn't take too long because Google AdSense has had about $75 of my money for a couple years now from when I did used to do the sports blogs. And I still actually get a little bit of money on that, even though I haven't posted anything in probably 5 or 6 years. So they have like $75 of my money. So I only need about $25 from YouTube AdSense to be able to get that first payout, which is cool because I know some people have said it could take them a couple months if they have low performing videos. For me, because of that money already in that account, it won't take long, but it also helps when I get to monetization. I've already got all that stuff set up with AdSense. So it's literally just going to be giving that information to YouTube. Oh, I was wrong. It's $52. But even then, $52, I'm halfway there to the $100 for the payout. Big thing about YouTube is getting where you fit in. Number one on my advice. Talk to you later, homie. Yeah. Finding where you fit in. That's definitely, we all take a while to figure out exactly where everything fits in and where we should be. What's going on, Evan? How are you? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Congratulations to you on becoming monetized. I saw that yesterday. Said congrats to you yesterday too, but again, I'll say it on screen if you guys didn't know. Evan is now monetized. He got his 4,000 watch hours, which is pretty awesome. 3 years is no longer available. Yeah, I can't believe that. That old website has been dormant for how long? Let me see when the last article I posted was. See, this is how quickly I get distracted and stop doing work when I work from home. Even if I wasn't on YouTube, it would still be the same way. Like before I even discovered this reselling community on YouTube, I was working from home and would just fall down this little rabbit hole. All right. Last blog post I posted on this website was October 2nd, 2018. Looking at AdSense, let's see, last 28 days, there's still 262 views. Where they're coming from, I don't know. Why? I don't know. I guess I just got some stuff that's still in the search engine that still gets some attention. But I still get 262 views a month on that blog. That's crazy to me for not posting anything in 3 years. And weird thing is that's actually up 123% from the prior 28 days. Last 3 months, a little over 500 views. That's crazy to me. But hey, I'll take it. I mean, it's only some pennies, but they all add up. That's the other thing I thought about was if I do start doing some more sports videos, I might start using that website again, but the name has nothing to do with Flippin' Sports Guy. So who knows? Or I'll just create a new one or just stay completely on YouTube if I do it. I don't know. I've got so much stuff in my mind, which is a bad thing with how much stuff I have going on in life in general. Do I need to put something else on my plate? Probably not. But that's how my mind works when I know I need to make some money. Yeah, dude, you're not lying. Between kids' injuries around this house and everything else, I need as many pennies as I can get. That's for sure. Oh, Roman, you're not lying on that one. All right, let me see if that change worked. So what does everyone have going on for the rest of this week? You guys in the areas where yard sales are done, there's not much outside anymore. How are you sourcing now? Are you just going back to thrift stores? Are you looking at like online auction houses? Jen's thinking of changing her name, doesn't want the closet. Okay. I could see that. Yeah, I was debating too on changing my name a little bit too, because if I decide to do a sports channel, I really want this name on that. But I don't want to completely convert this one to the sports channel and then have a reselling one on the side when I've already got all the reseller, like, watchers on this channel. Because I was thinking of doing, maybe making this like FSG resells or something like that. And then if I do the sports channel, call that Flipping Sports Guy, and then kind of just make it like a FSG brand. Then if I decide to do any other channels down the road for some reason, if I'm crazy and stupid and decide to do that, I can make that like FSG whatever. So it's basically have the one main channel that's Flipping Sports Guy, and then everything else just like FSG this, FSG that. Or I'll make the other channel just FSG Talk Sports or something like that. I don't know. Just all the things going on in my head. There's just so much in there. Ashley Brady, good morning. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Jen, just change it to Chasing Pokemons. Tell you, calling it Pokemon in the name, it'd probably get a lot of people watching it. Maybe not necessarily for whatever she wants to watch it with, but Pokemon in there will get some attention, that's for sure. I just do my name, but Jennifer Jen, so common, so I'm still pondering. Okay. Now, this is part of the problem with me doing, lives while I work. Even when I start doing some work, in my head, I go, all right, I'm live. People on screen are watching me. It's dead air. It's quiet. I got to talk to everybody. I've got to get in the habit where, like Matt, Jackass Retro, he just sometimes will not talk for 2-3 minutes and do what he has to do. That's hard for me because I know when I'm watching lives and it gets quiet, I'm just like, oh my God, this is so boring. And I turn it off and go somewhere else because I always feel like I need to be listening to something going on. So when I am doing work, I feel weird if I get quiet knowing that you guys are here watching. Bumcrack Picker, what's going on, man? How are you? Good to see you. Phoenix Flippers, how are you? Jen wanted a different name too, but couldn't think of a good one. Yeah, coming up with a name is a tough one sometimes. Like when you start, you pick up a name and you're just like, okay, this will work. Then afterwards, once you really start getting it, you're gonna like, that name sucked. Why did I pick that name? I need a new name. Again, Flipping Sports Guy, as I'm going through reselling over the past year on YouTube, everybody always assumes all I sell is sports and all I sell is sports cards and stuff like that. And that's my niche and that's what I do. But it's not. For me, my name was I love sports. You guys all know I love sports. So it's a passion of mine. So I'm a sports guy. That's what I am. And then I'm flipping stuff. It's like just resell. I'm flipping. So I just thought like, okay, this is me. I'm a sports guy. And what am I doing? I'm flipping. So I combined it, not even thinking like that's what people are going to think I do. So obviously down the road, and everybody's like, oh, he sells the sports stuff. I'm like, but I barely sell any sports stuff. But it's because of the name I chose. But I'm too lazy to go change it now because that's how everybody knows me. Unless I change to like FSG, which so many of you now call me for short. Or I'll just go like Carissa and just say Sporty Paul. Bumcrack was pretending to be a troll. You're good. Man, appreciate you stopping in. I do. Thank you. Appreciate that. Just kind of bullshitting a little bit while I get some work done. Kind of get some work done. Pretending to get some work done. Whatever you want to call it. Oh, what the hell happened there? I'm looking on a website for work, and it's got a different view. Like they've got a new version coming out. Sometimes they flip back and forth. Oh, crap, I got to do that. Actually, this is probably the best part of today for work now. That text was telling me I need to get my lunch order in. For the presentation I'm doing tomorrow, we are ordering food for the customer. And the salesperson just said, you need to send me your order. So I'm going to go look at that menu. Again, that's how easily I'm distracted. It's a little pub down the street, so it shouldn't be good food. I'll probably just go with a burger at that. They do have a barbecue pulled pork sandwich. That's always my kryptonite. If I see a pulled pork on a menu, I go that way, especially if it's like a smoked pulled pork. It's one of my favorite meals. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with a burger. It's an interesting name for this one. It's normal lettuce, tomato, cheese, and Russian dressing. And it says the name of the burger, they named it the Big Ram. Just sounds so wrong to me. Just sounds so wrong. You like sports is more important than you selling sports. You can still talk about it all. Yeah, that's very true. It definitely leaves it open where I can talk about both topics at the same time. It's just funny because people always think that that's what I do. and I actually sell very minimal in sports. I started off with sports years ago. Over the last 20 years, I've sold on and off on eBay, especially through college. I would be flipping, like, I would get wax boxes and sell those lots of 100 cards unopened and just keep flipping those, buying more boxes, flipping those. Now that helped get me through college, like spending money. But now I'm like, damn, I should have saved all those unopened boxes, because those boxes that I was getting for like $10 shipped on eBay back in the early 2000s, they're going for 30, 40 plus shipping now. It gets crazy. And they're junk wax era boxes. So that makes no sense to me at all, but it's just how much this industry is going crazy. David M., what's going on, buddy? How you making out with those North Face? You get everything listed yet, or are you still in the process of cleaning some of them? Oh, so Victoria, good morning all. Looks like lunch, burgers. I'm planning lunch for tomorrow, actually. Your message just came in. We have a sales meeting tomorrow with a customer, and they're getting lunch, and they just asked for my order. Yeah, Jen, we know you'd always love to order a big ram. As soon as I was reading that and gonna type in my order, I was like, oh, I got to say this on screen because Jen is just going to love hearing the name Big Ram for lunch. And G. All right, now that's done. I still got to put together that presentation tomorrow on what I'm going to do. That customer, I'm just kind of showing them the new version of the program they already run and seeing if they want to switch, but I still got to figure out what I'm going to do for that. Let me get off of that. I'm going to get distracted by that. Pretty good. Sold 2 so far. Okay, you got 16 listed. That's awesome. And you're cleaning more now. All right. Not bad at all. And how many did you get again? What was it? About 25, I think it was. All right. Let me make sure these changes went in. Yeah, the version of the program I'm showing tomorrow is we had to come out with it because, you know, I help schools with their cleaning plans and try to find ways that they could do their job more efficient in janitorial supplies. But the program we had, it's from the early 2000s. So this thing is old. It's bulky. It's web-based, but it's bulky, slow, and just, it served its life. Like, it needed an upgrade. So we have a newer version. It's so much more streamlined and so much more quicker. But everything I'm doing for these customers that have been with us is still in the old version. And to make 2 or 3 little changes can take 10 to 15 minutes between the processing time and actually changing, you know, the task that they're doing. So that's also part of the reason why I'm here on live, because I know I'm going to have to wait for the computer to process everything and get me the updates. I got, oh, it was 60. Wow, I was way off, Dave. Way off. 30% off. That's an awesome deal. You should definitely make sure, you should definitely do good with it. That's for sure. All right, good. It looks like it did everything. That's what I wanted to see. Nice and easy. No money, G ended up sleeping all day and was up all night. Oh boy. You're going to be out of whack for a couple of days now, G. No, 20 clean and draft. That's awesome. Now, were you on YouTube all night watching stuff? Is there much on YouTube after Tommy and Tracy go off? Like, are there other people like from the West Coast that stay up late, which would be like early morning for us on the East? Or do you kind of just go in and start watching people from like England and Europe and across the pond, since they're 5 hours ahead of us? Like, what is on late night to watch? Like super, super late night. Marcy, how are you? Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Yeah, that was awesome seeing you go live the other day, David. I was so surprised when Tracy shared that. I was like, wait, what? David's going to go live? I'm not used to seeing you on the screen. Started with Sunny and Krillin. I saw that because I went over there too and was watching a little bit of them. That was pretty funny. Love watching Krillin. And Sunny, he's so quiet. It's fun watching him laugh at Krillin. But they have good conversation too, and he's good at like poking like a little bit like with some of the comments that we give. And he also knows which ones just to kind of like just show, let us see, and he just doesn't bring up the Krillin. It's kind of funny. It's a enjoyable show when the two of them are together. And then switched over to Tommy and Tracy. And Tommy and Tracy, yeah, that was a fun show. I watched about an hour before I finally crashed out. I went back this morning and watched a little more of it. Usually when I watch the replay with them, I kind of try to find the points where Krillin comes in so I could catch up on Krillin's craziness. And that was interesting last night. Him from the bed, like he kept trying to cover up like he didn't want people to see him. Jennifer, were you in there? I didn't see you in there. Maybe you got in there after I left. But I saw you over in, I think, Dante's show. I actually had him and Tommy and Tracy up at the same time and just kept muting whatever show I wasn't watching at the time. When everyone had the chat looking more interesting at the time, I would take off a mute and listen to that one because I figure the show is going to match up with the chat. That's what my mind thinks. BCP doing a bad job of lurking. Okay, you were watching but didn't enter the chat. Okay, that makes sense. So I'm actually going to keep this a short one today. I know I need the hours, but my stomach is some serious talking right now. So I'm going to go get some lunch and then do a little more work and then go pop in on Joe, Mike, and Dan on the Philly Picker channel at 1 o'clock today. If you guys have never watched them, you need to go over there. I'm sure Art Vandelay is going to have plenty of stuff to talk about today because we have to ask him about last night and his blocking of multiple people on Tommy and Tracy's show last night, including me. I didn't even know I was blocked till I was typing and Paul Philly Flipper said, oh, Paul's there again. I didn't even know I was gone because I was sitting there watching the show. I was typing. I guess it just didn't go anywhere. So it'd be interesting to hear him explain that on how he was like blocking and unblocking like 5 of us nonstop for a good few minutes. That was pretty funny. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go get some lunch. Thanks for stopping in. I will probably go live maybe tomorrow morning early. I don't know. My meeting tomorrow is at noon, so we'll see. It might be afterwards. I don't know. I'll be on at some point. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later, and I'll see you on the next one.